Sí, ya, y se vienen grandes charlas, grandes exposiciones, grandes paneles. La verdad estoy emocionado, no me muevo de acá. Sí nos paramos a dar una vuelta para que luego no, ya saben, pero estamos emocionadísimos. Así que ahora vamos a ir con alguien que admiro mucho, que no ha dejado de formar primeras líneas, alguien que, digo, de repente nos sorprende con sus looks, ahí lo veían en unos videos, hoy lo van a ver totalmente diferente. Creo que hace unos meses se rapó, así que ha venido construyendo primeras líneas, nuevas organizaciones, expandiéndose a nivel internacional y por supuesto adaptándose a la tecnología. Estuvo acá en Mundo Morado hace unos programas y nos contaba cómo le estaba haciendo, pero viene hoy acompañado de una chica que está en su equipo que se llama Madeleine, y Madeleine es una chica que en poco tiempo tiene resultados extraordinarios, una construcción de un cheque maravilloso. Y la verdad es que quiero que la escuchen muy bien porque trabajan ellos muy juntos, tienen una estrategia increíble y nada, la verdad es que Manuel, ¿me escuchas? ¿Cómo estás, Manuel? ¿Dónde andas ahora?
Ahora, bueno, aquí estoy con arresto domiciliario en Lima desde hace ya 74 días que un domingo en la noche el presidente de Perú dijo que cerraba el país, que hacía inmovilización total y bueno, creo que como a todos esto nos agarró así como que ligeramente esperado por lo que ya estaba ocurriendo en Europa, pero bueno, uno espera que siempre los cambios sean con aviso, que sean paulatinos y esto vino así de cuajo. Y sí, como ahí dice mi gran amigo Diego, pues aproveché algo que tenía ganas de hace tiempo era afeitarme la barba y
Well,
afeitarme
I
esa
need
barba
to
que
shave
todos
myself.
los días me
And
corta la barba
uh,
hace cabello, pero crece bien rápido. Y como ahí nos
and
movemos a ese
that's
ritmo,
why we need to continue working in that. Excellent, Manuel. And welcome, Madeleine. Thank you. I'm pretty good. Thank you. And continue, Manuel.
bueno, pues sí, bueno,
I would
quería
like to
empezar
start thank you, Diego, and thank Kenja and Amaury, all
todo el
the
staff de
staff in
Perú, a todo el
Peru
staff
and international
internacional
staff,
y al gran
and at the same
Jorge
time,
Robledo
Jorge
por esta
Robledo,
confianza que han tenido
because you
conmigo
trusted us with our
y
team.
agradecemos, también agradecemos a los
And
panelistas esta gran
everyone
maratón de
with this
trabajo
huge
diaria
marathon that we are
gradual.
facing right now.
Y bueno, para irme
And well,
presentando,
let me
antes de
introduce
presentar a
myself
Madeleine,
and also
Madeleine también
Madeleine.
tiene un video
You
y
will
así
have a
voy a poder
video,
contar mi testimonio.
and this is for you, this video.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Hi, my name is Manuel Touriño. I'm an entrepreneur of Omnilife. I started my business in España. I'm from Spain, but now I'm running my business in Peru and from here to several countries. And in this year, well, my life changed in a dramatic way. So from being autonomous with a wood shop, now I'm an independent entrepreneur with teams in more than 20 countries. With this, I achieve my financial freedom, but the main topic is how to transform myself, how to discover the potential not only from the product but the company, and of course, and what is most important, my own potential. Not only I discovered that, but there were people around me that helped me that this took place among leaders and sponsors that nowadays is my wife. We work in as a couple. Right now, the business have this quantic leap because we are in the fifth industrial era. This means that our activity is going through the digital marketing. So that's why we can reach young people, which is connected to teams in several countries in a way that is more a faster and better way. If you're looking for an opportunity, if you are a searcher and you have among you this thing that you have a worth and you have all these qualities, welcome to Omnilife.
Muy bien. Bueno, pues
So that's why we are here and we are enjoying this event. And now, right now, I want to talk you about a little bit more about my history and what is happening about 4 years ago with Omnilife. Well, I started and when Omnilife started with the e-market, I was there. And with that, when the company started with the e-commerce, well, we started working with young people. Our main business is in Peru and from Peru abroad. And in in Latin America more, a lot of people is in this in labor has less than 33 years. This is the set or the millennium generation. And because they did not match with the conventional market, we saw this rotation. So, what is look a young people? What looks a young people? Well, he or she wants to travel and to produce income and to contribute in one way or the other to society. But that's why we started working very strong with them. I remember people ask me, how do you work with young people? Because we bet on the young people. While Monica and myself also we were betting in our retirement because all these young people are part of our retirement plan. So 1 year that we started with this e-commerce project, Madeline Velasquez, she was 22, now she's 23, and she developed herself in a dramatic way. She has a lot of qualities to growth. And the first one is she's an independent person, and she allied herself with the strategical persons inside the business. She knows who is growing, and she uses this technology, copy and paste. In Lima, we have a co-working space, and it's specific to us where you can perform your meetings. But then the young people stay there, and there are people that are there all day long. So Madeline visiting table by table, chatting with these young people and train them. In the last month, since April 2019, April 2020, she growth a 384% in just 1 month from March to April, 38% from $842 to 1,100. And before I introduce herself, I want to watch you another video. So how to profit from this way of taking advantage of these new times. Well, digital marketing, e-commerce, this is the word that is a trend because right now with COVID-19, all of us are in our houses and and the thing that is working is the e-commerce. So many of you is asking, how can I have these resources, economical resources? So it's very easy. The first thing is you need to have a product of a great demand or first need a product. Right now, people is very focused, not just T-shirts or caps or right? Right now, people is looking for products that have a benefit in the life quality and the well-being and to protect the families. That's why we have an example of complements or products called Omni Plus. This product have a nutritional combination of 10 basic vitamins, tea, 10 herbal extract and medicinal plants, and they are very focused to increase this immunological system to defend you from the pollution, environmental things, bacteria or germs that can attack your metabolism. This product is very easy to connect it. If you give information in the social media, when people want to buy your product, we have every one of e-commerce, this electronical shop, and what we gave to the client is all this research, and now this customer is linked to the virtual shop, and with this, you now is your client. Now imagine the following. Well, how with this all these tools I can create more than 300 years per month without going out of my home. So if you link about 16 Omni Plus, you are above these 300 euros. And today we have this great opportunity, teleworking, and to be an entrepreneur since your house. So that's how we are working right now with this big trend. Personally, I handled online volume for 2025, and in these 2 months, we pass all that. We are in the correct way. And so this is the second wave. So the first wave was kind of frightened, but this second wave is to take the opportunity with this marathon. These people that has created and growth impressive. So now it comes the second wave that is started right now in the following month and a half. So the customer, when the worldwide crisis started with this pandemic, and the consumer is were like a turtle hiding himself, but right now he's looking for good products, and now the second wave, people starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and the social distances maybe will end up pretty soon, and it's time now to introduce my team. Good afternoon. I'm also very excited meeting you, and it's very good that I start this with my sponsor. I'm 23 years old, and I started 1 year and 8 months. And I started because I listened to the presentation of Manuel. At the beginning, it was not so interesting, but what it meant, what it was important for me, it was Israel, the trip to Israel. So I studied the accounting career, and the thing that caught my attention was this travel, Egypt to Israel travel. I read that Omnilife, and I say, no, it is. I had this bad concept of Omnilife, but then I do my research, this new way of working with them through social media, and say, okay, so in just 1 week, I is that click. And for example, I did not use makeup a lot, but in the first week, I create my page, and with that page, I connect with my client, and she asked me, well, I want to know more about my product. Let's go and well visit my office. And however, everybody helped me, and 1 hour I sold like a $200 business, and that's why is I started with this new area, this cosmetic and health part. And I say, yes, I want to do this 100% since day one. Do you remember, Madeline, that when you started with us, we were just about 1 week to close this qualification for the Israel trip? And you asked Monica to give you advice. Do you remember her words? I think that OmniLife gave us a lot of challenges. Well, in the 30, I started 20 of September, and I say, what do I need to do so I can travel to Israel? Because I want to go there, but I only have 10 days. Two things: consume the product, use the product, and follow my lead. And of course, if you are using the products every day, so with her results, and she has a lifestyle that I wanted, I took the decision, I follow her advices, and I am independent. I live by myself. So I have my savings, and I say, I will take the chance. I will invest all my money. So I decided to buy my 2,000 points. Half were the sales, and the other one I use the product. And as Monica said, you use the product, and the product helped me with, for example, stress, and I'm very anxious, so I have all my products beside me. And I had also an issue with the skin, and also the product solved me. And then I started working mornings and afternoons as a passion way. And again, I was 100% committed with this. So I did not start it because of the product or the business, but the trips, the travel, and also the sponsors. So I look for a way to understand and to have these results very quickly. So Madeline, since the beginning, she started with the 2,500 points per month. She's doing this month by month. So up to today, she has an average of 3,500 points per month among their consumption and their sales. So let's now see Marilyn to know more about how these young people from Peru, that they are spending their times in the social media. So a lot of people during this pandemic are in their houses and in their couch searching in social media, and they look for the Facebook, Instagram, and all the social media. So how can we change all this time and they will earn some money? Can you share your way of doing business? Yes, of course. Yes, you're right. With this pandemic, funny thing happened. We decided, or well, my team decided to expand in different regions in Peru. So that's why we use here, and we create 14th of March, we create this, the Nutri Vida Sana, and we started with this. We've been planning all this for a week in those times in that area on Peru, and very fast we what happened, I was in Peru in my house, and what I started doing was, of course, I was in my bed and watching Netflix, but then I was in the Purple Day event, and I heard when somebody said that Omnilife started in a crisis moment, and that's what the click for me for with this in my job is that we have presence in more than 21 countries. So this is a great tool for us. The the way the stores were opened, and as you can see, something that I want to share is that you need to have a lot of followers in order to sell a lot of things. But you can see that in this page there are only 13 followers, and even though that, she sells a lot. So yes, this with this application we can create a lot of pages. I'm just showing this one because there is a new member. He is in Colombia and has been signed up for just 2 days. We uploaded this kind of images to expand our business, for example, nutritional and beauty line. And as you can see, all these products that is selling in every countries, but this page is just for Barranquilla, Colombia. So this is the benefit. You need to have all the answers. And of course, let me show you this. This was yesterday conversation, and all these answers, you have all the images. For example, there is a detox, for example. This is a personal way to be in contact with your clients, your team members. And as you can see, we can start interacting right away, and I can give him all this information because in Colombia we have this service. So we need to use all these tools that are for you. And of course, you can buy online and you have all these tools. And for example, if you want a product, it's perfect. He sent me the address, and today I deliver. So this new partner, yeah, he had an income of 30,000 Colombian pesos. So I'm very, very happy because I've closed 3 deals today, two sales. This is for Wednesday with address. And so right now, we as young people, we can spend our time in social media and earning or doing this income. And also with this advertisement, we are selling about 3 to 4 products. So if you start to analyze all this information, because you are in the social media, in your social platform, this is a very good way to work from your house and to create or have this income, not only in your country. I'm in Peru, however, I have teams in Mexico. I sign up people in Uruguay, Mexico, in Chile, 3 of them from Chile. So this is a very exciting times. You can do business not only in your country but in abroad. So young people are in the social media all the time. This is a big opportunity. I'm amazed with the results that I'm having. So it's not just me. This is a result that is right here and is for free with this month. And in my first week of this quarantine, I was, as I told you, first watching Netflix, but then I had to start with this result. So I had this Zoom meeting to explain my team what was working for me. And so everything that you do, your team can replicate. So I showed them the way, and right now they are doing. So the results are impressive, and I'm very happy during this May month, and in June will be better.
Muy bien, entonces yo te voy a
Okay,
decir que
what I see
tú
here is
ya
that you
pagas
have
Facebook, haces una inversión de 10 dólares
advertising Facebook, and what's your return
$10
every time you invest in advertising? I think between 80, uh, 60, $80 because here in Lima I have been selling during the quarantine. I'm not very focused here. I have still about 1,500 soles. Very good.
te podría volver a compartir más o menos como
Can
cuántas
you
páginas
share with us how many websites are you handling?
que sí les quiero
There's something I want to share now that she's sharing her screen. You may have websites in every country you want. At first, as a distributor, you may sell in every country, but customers want to feel you close, so you may have a website for each country, and you may have market niches for website for Tijuana, for Tucumán. I have a world, and if it's not Mars, wherever Omnilife has operations, I open a website. The other thing is that versus the analogical marketing, we need to go with our distributors. So a fan page may have different people to follow. Distributors can. I would like to have the first slide to understand better this concept of e-commerce. The companies which are making the most in this moment, they are non-manufacturing or providing services. They're connecting users to products and services through a platform. Companies like Uber, Airbnb, Booking, or AliExpress, none of these has products. Uber has no taxis, no vehicles, and they are in Texas. Airbnb has no hotels and is in accommodations. They they have no state, and AliExpress produce nothing. So what they do is they get final users, link them to the manufacturer or provider of the service, and through what we know through an e-commerce store. And something very important in distribution, the big business is not finding the customers, following up, and making sure that the consumer is happy with the product service to have a second visit. That's why we have tools to automate process. What's the meaning of automate? It means to be able to work the same and earn months when you automate process, automation. You may have mailing lists in WhatsApp, and you are sending out information constantly. Every time, can we go back to the slide 2 when your customer who sign up as a memorable customer, and you may find this in social. It's very important when you do this. Visualize always a social network as party. You have people in Facebook, in Instagram, in TikTok for fun. That means you need to find a way to be fun, not disruptive. You don't offer a product, but the service so are given a result. When a customer says, "I'm interested in your cream, your makeup, your immune system increaser," how to deliver it? E-commerce. Here we call it my Omni business. A customer signs up with you, you get an email. The customer has a code, has password. That person may go to your store and purchase as many times as you can deliver. It's a millionaire business. You don't have to concern. It's crazy. You don't need warehouse. You don't need employees. You don't need accounting. Nothing. The only thing you need to do is get customers who are happy to rebuy, to repeat this in less time. Now I would like to start with the next slide. What you can achieve if you get on this, in this huge opportunity. We are going through historic times. A lot of people looking for opportunities. Conventional work was coming down. It's crazy to see in the press how in Barcelona companies like Nissan are terminating more than 3,000 from people. In Galicia, a company, an aluminum company, fire 1,500 people, and these are the biggest ones. But there are many small businesses today. A gold opportunity, better than ever. What you see here is Madeline's trend. Madeline can you share with us how this happened? And obviously, we will focus on triple diamonds, but take note of this: our business doesn't end until everybody qualifies as a triple diamond. A triple diamond is somebody, take note of this, 20,000 people in his her team making 2,500 points. 20,000 people with these points. Even if you don't understand the system of, you have a case like Madeline, more than 3,500 points a month, making more than $1,100 a month. So I leave the floor to you to tell us this adventure until Supreme Gold. We will make it this month. I think that in this business you have many challenges, and we go through a number of them. The first one was family. At first, they didn't trust what I was doing. They would tell me, "You have a degree. Why don't you focus on your degree?" But my mom said something. Okay, if you don't do well, you can continue with your profession, but do it well. Become a professional. I listened to her. I will go for it with everything. So the first month I became Supreme Month. I said the next goal was rookie bonus. I got the first one. The second month I I got Premier Silver, and during those 3 months my vision changed because I was invited, or my sponsor set a goal to go to Guadalajara, the extravagana that changed my life 100%. Why? Because we interacted with many people, but there was this panel of young people who said, I know I've been in 17 countries making 3,000, so the only thing they do is sharing the business, and now they're in this thing of social networks. I went to that event that changed my life. In February, I became Supreme Silver. Again in April. Every April changes for me the goals as a person. After this, we start to work really hard with the team. We close Premier Goal, and we are about to become in the next category. This is a lot of work. I think these results would have been possible without teamwork. During this quarantine allowed me to connect more with the team. It's not only teams, they're not only partners, my friends, my relatives. That's how I feel them. And this month we have been really connected, and the results we're seeing are impressive. Obviously, June is going to be the month that will be a before and after, not only for me, but those working with me. And obviously, Madeline, achievements are rewarded by Omnilife. I invite you, those who become leaders, promote your teams, force them to qualify. If they don't qualify on time, we with our teams have internal qualifications for those who deserve it. Those who deserve this because of their efforts, take them to Guadalajara. Because being in an extravaganas or a rally in Mexico, if you think this marathon is incredible, you must be in a rally in Guadalajara. It's a different theme, being completely submerged, immersed in this opportunity. You must have this photo that becomes an amulet, a photo with Diego Calderon, and then if you need to take it out of the stage, do it, because the first photo with Madeline, Diego, and the team as Supreme Silver, the next one was as Premier Gold, the next one will be as Supreme Gold or Premier Diamond, and so forth. So everybody must have her own amulets. And the people with less than 30 years old have a very important social life. Can we go back to your cell phone to show you your instruments? Some people say, I don't know why I don't have followers. If you have Instagram, why don't you show only you're eating or watching TV? Very boring. Who wants to follow a boring guy? People want to see people who have exciting lives, and I think people may have boring lives, but you, seeing this presentation and myself, know and Omnilife will allow you with all these tools, the trips, have spectacular Instagram, Facebook accounts. This mandatory photo with Maori. Maori, see at his height, yes, I'm very small. It was a funny thing, this trip. Going to Extravagana changes your life. I went alone in 2020. I went with 20 people, with 8 people of my team. I'm so excited. I remember I shared a photo in Israel, and one of my associates said, but that's chimbote in Peru. And I said, please. They started to share, and being able to qualify to Paris is different. I mean, this was the first photo with a group when we went to in 2017. Obviously, we work based on goals. We share a lot with them. This is a breakfast with the whole team. Everybody's still part of the Omnilife sheet, and another with Amara when he recognized me. And can you go back to that photo? The one with Amore? And with Diego. And you are wearing high heels. Well, not very high. Yes, but actually, I love Omnilife because they set goals. You're so uncomfortable that they force you to go to a comfortable part to achieve goals. So, as I said before, I started with the trip to Israel. Thank God I was so focused on this trip that we got the qualification for Costa Rica. Israel was impressive, and I had the benefit, the thrill, the benefit, I don't know, the blessing of experiencing this trip with a group of 6 diamonds, and I said, my God, I must become a diamond. Because I felt that was the first thing that may happen in Omnilife, because your life changes 100%. It's not only the category, what the things you can communicate to others, the things you can achieve to transform other people's lives. That's you, Manuel, Monica, other people on the street, and we got the benefit of we had a stopover in Madrid. We stayed 3 days, then we went to Toledo. We saw Madrid. Can you open the one in Madrid? Downtown. Yes. The next one? Tío Pepe. No, the other one, the previous one. Where you are at Tío Pepe. The very first one you open. I know your Instagram more than you. The one, the horse statue. That's the right in the middle. No. This one, no. That's Israel. It's okay. My Instagram is for everybody to see the last trip we made to Costa Rica. It was impressive. The best thing of all is that is not only putting together a group of people who want to do this business, but it's also a family. And this, we wanted to share this experience with my whole team in Miraflores. The truth is, it was crazy. Let's have a gift exchange in 1 week. We started to do this, and this has allowed us to connect. And in this quarantine, something really crazy happened to me. I went to my mom's house. We went after, and I told my brothers, I didn't come to see your faces. I am here to work. Who wants to join me? And I thought they would make fun of him because at first they didn't support him. My brother said, yes, I want to do this. I talked to him to start a business, and he told me we started to work 100%. I said, in 6 months, my family didn't take the product. I remember I would take boxes. No, the following month I took it back because nobody was taking. With these pandemics, nobody can get sick. And a week ago, seeing my little nephew taking OmniPlus by himself, my brother is part of the business. Today he has 6,000 sale points. And what happens? These are the results what you're doing. At first they didn't see it, but then they start to see my results in economics, in my health. And they got what I was communicating, and that's what I've been doing today. Yesterday I was up until 1 a.m. presenting an opportunity from the neighborhood where we were living before, and he said, okay, Manuel, I'm interested. I wasn't very interested in Omnilife, but since I see that you have results, I want to start to get in. Today he's registering. I'm very pleased with the results we are getting. Okay, let's go back to what you see is something I've seen in during the last months, probably in the last 3 years, is those who started some time ago. This type of results required more time. What you see with new people is you don't have a local business. In automatic, you have an international business joined to the right time for a unique opportunity. In this month, and it's not closed yet because this is not the end of the month. In our team, we have new premier goals like Maria Alejandra, like Jessica Ramirez in Argentina, new Supreme Silvers, people from Margaret's team, Hildo Quisper, Franco Zapata, Giovanni Leon. They remember those guys I just mentioned, less than 3 years old, as you heard. They are not waiting for the 30th to close their qualifications. They do it days before. You don't have to wait for Diego to send the list of those who went up in levels. They say, Manuel, I went up, and you say, man, they're going like crazy. Yes, it's okay. They're young. I have white hair, but it is very exciting to see how this is the opportunity. And Omnilife adjusted to able to receive you, and you can get this in shorter times. A girl like Madeline with more than $1,600 a month, single, with trips, with a car, with a vehicle. You will look for a guy who will be your driver. I mean, yes, he will be checking my website. Well, sorry for interrupting, but this thing was crazy. The quarantine hit us in call. We didn't, obviously, we didn't charge what we're supposed to. I said in April, I either join the pandemics and start to cry, or I work twice as hard. Out of $700 I collected in April's 1,700 between sales and the team, and it was really impressive. If we don't adapt to the changes, everybody will go down. And so, to wrap it up, let me tell you that today we have experienced a very exciting time in humankind. Every crisis is an opportunity. There's an old saying in Spanish saying, some cry, some sell handkerchiefs. Today is time to sell handkerchiefs via internet. I know many of the people watching this are from Omnilife, other guests, but if you have the opportunity to to sell or distribute via Omnilife, if you're coming from the analogic, the classical selling, I think selling is like music. In the past, you would listen to music in this LP, big, then in cassettes, double cassette, then CD, then MP3, then MP4, and today we listen to music in Spotify streaming. But what hasn't changed at all is listening to music. Yes, the format has changed. Today, marketing is the same. Those coming from selling is just understanding these new digital ways. The same thing. The other thing is that for those who are scared of selling, the rejection, the no, don't worry. Something we have discovered in digital marketing is that sales are with anesthesia, but in the past you would go to the street offering something. Good morning, I have this product, and they would say, and they wouldn't even answer. Today, then we have this guy giving out information and would tell you that we're thinking, or not even a smile today. Those in internet, after giving out information, they give you a like, and probably at the end, at month's end, would have it. But today, in internet, there's no pain. You can sell anywhere, any country. You go to Argentina, see you don't match. You may go to Colombia, something to the US. You open Google Translate, you prepare something from Moscow. Today, you have an international opportunity. Let me tell you, at a personal level, I've never worked so hard in 2 months. And basically, because I have nothing else to do, I'm locked up in my home. And this has resulted in building the next 3 years of my business. This month, we have more than 35 people registering first level, achieving higher volumes versus what people did before the quarantine. I want to thank the staff who has worked this online platform because growing, because when I invite them, I get their help in 3 ways. The online training con Creciendo using Zoom for group trainings and sessions via Omnilife, and the other is mentorship, one-on-one. Without this, it would have been impossible to manage huge groups. And as I want to thank Madeline for your trust in yourself, in ourselves, for letting Monica and myself being your mentors, your guides to the whole staff. And is there anything else you want to add before leaving the floor to other presenters? I think you're the one who's going to cry. Well, I'm very happy. I think this is the beginning of something that will explode, as Jorge Vergara said. Omnilife is going to explode. I want to thank you, Monica, who had trusted me to grow, to expand myself, to believe in myself that I can do it. You have been guiding me along the way. Do this is yes, no. And you have always set very high goals to leave my comfort area. And I think I have been blessed for having you guys around, Monica, Manuel. I have the best team. I'm very grateful for you guys trusting me, this business, and I send you a kiss, a very big hug to you guys. I'm very intense to achieve the results we want. I'm very thrilled for being part of this project of your lives, and you will have Madeline for some time. I will cause so many good problems that I'm very thrilled for letting Omnilife be part of my life, my family. That's the best present, the best gift I've gotten in this week. Having my brother in the business, I'm sure in a couple of weeks, my sister will be part. having my family taking the product is, I mean, I was dying for that. If it helps me, if these products haven't killed me in 1 year and months, why not giving health, better economy to my family? And I'm sure we can achieve these thanks to Omnilife. And again, I'm very grateful with you. Thanks, guys. I'm very thrilled. I won't cry, but Manuel, Diego, thanks for. I think that with the things you said about the purple world, I understand get to work because OmniLife was born out of a crisis. So why not using this crisis to start sowing and later on you get the results with the rest of the team? That's it. He's speaking in Galician. Diego, that's it. Aposta. Thanks, Manuel, for this emotional Madeleine. Is like a rocket. Her story excites us. I mean, the way she communicates, I mean, you see when she talks, I mean, Manuel, this new team you're creating incredible. I will go to take the photo. Manuel, you're listening? Uh, Manuel, microphone. Okay. It was a pleasure. Madeline. And saying bye-bye, thank you very much. And we're... Manuel, can you hear me? Well, production, can you mute Manuel's mic? There you are. Okay. Let's continue. Thank you very much. The truth is that Manuel comes to see me when there's an event. Yes, many people in his team has grown. It doesn't mean it's me, but if you want to use me, I will become the lucky charm for the photo every time we see each other. Manuel has a growing team, new organizations in Argentina, Europe, in an extraordinary way. Obviously, Peru. He has huge diamonds, Juanita Paico, Arredondo, an extraordinary team. Still new organizations from Manuel are exploding. So congratulations. Hopefully I'll see you soon. A big hug, Madeline. Congratulations.